My name is Rob Hodgkins. I farm in partnership with my wife Jo. Our farm name is Kaipoi, which is a Maori word for meaning food over water. We chose that because we bought a whole load of genetics, cheap genetics across from New Zealand, and I thought it was a really smart ass kind of thing to do. And over time, it's just kind of evolved to a point where no one can pronounce it, no one can spell it, and it's sort of I wish I'd never done it. I wish I just Rob Hodgkins Inc. or something. But it's too late to change now. Too late to change now. We farm around 2,500 New Zealand Romneys on about 1,000 acres of grass, and we also farm about 16 to 1,700 acres of arable comprising of grass seed and basic cereals. No sugar beet and no sort of fancy potatoes or anything like that. Just a straight cereal and pulses farm. We got involved with Trimble a couple of years ago. I'll start right at the beginning. We were lucky enough to be invited to be an agri-epi centre of excellence farm. They were quite keen to have a mixed farm going, and they sort of liked what we were doing in terms of regenerative agriculture. Although I know it's a bit of a well-worn phrase, but using sheep in breaks, using the sheep as a tool to try and reduce blackgrass. Just basically trying to return a bit of soil health and nutrition to the environment. So we sort of approached them with an idea. We wanted to do inter-row hoeing as well. We live in we're on the southeast coast of England, sort of near Stevenage, Hatfield kind of way, and we do live in a fairly blackgrass infested area, which comes with its own unique challenges. Atlantis and other kind of chemicals are largely now ineffective. So we wanted to try and do a more robust system of weed control via inter-row hoeing. We approached Agri-Epi and they were kind enough to sort of work with Garford to give us an inter-row hoe. The interesting thing about this inter-row hoe is it's set up for 125 mil spacings, not the usual 250, because we're using a Valderstad Rapid. Our first season was a couple of years ago when we just tried it on a basic EGNOS system and tried to go into row home with their camera. And what we found was what worked really, really well in the laboratory was an absolute disaster in the field. So we sort of regrouped a little bit. I basically went and begged and borrowed to Lee to try and get him to give us some stuff to help. So Lee was brilliant, got us involved. Lee's now got us on a steering system for the drill, so that we've got a receiver now on the drill. So there's a receiver on the tractor and a receiver on the drill, and I'm sure they've got fancy videos already. But as the drill wanders, the tractor corrects to the drill position, not just the tractor, and it's made a hell of a difference. You look at things this year, and they are absolutely dead straight. I mean, one of our other problems, if you like, is again with our emphasis on soil health and nutrition. We do tend to try and run quite light tractors. So on the 6-meter Valderstad, we've only got 200 horsepower pulling it, which everyone keeps telling us it can't be done, but we still manage. But what it does mean is it can sort of start to struggle a little bit. And again, with True Guide, it was just awesome. And I think Lee's got some pictures from our drone as it's sort of going like that, and the drill lines are completely dead straight. So that's been our journey thus far, in a nutshell.